So it's 2025 and it's time for round 2 of the Copilot Plus PCs. At the moment, the AI features might be a little bit rough around the edges. Looking at you, Microsoft recall, but it's led to some absolute bangers of laptops that are managing to do what the MacBook has done well for so long. Pack a lot of performance with great power efficiency into super sleek, lightweight shells. Now we're seeing Asus get involved a lot with Copilot Plus PCs. Chief amongst all of those is the Asus Zenbook A14. Let me talk to you about it. This is the first Zenbook from Asus to pack this new ARM architecture chip from Qualcomm. And just like you've seen from anything packing Snapdragon X Elite, Snapdragon X Plus, you're getting a super sleek machine that comes in at under 1 kilogram. It gave me serious picking up a MacBook Air for the first time vibes. It just feels so featherweight. So how did they do that, and how many compromises did they have to make along the way? The reason for its lightweightness actually comes down to the material that they use on it, something that Asus likes to call ceruleum. You're getting a super lightweight material that feels premium in the hand and has a texture almost like paper in a way. It's very original to Asus laptops, and it's something that your fingertips are going to love. But then I got round to flipping it open, and this is the bit where I realized that Asus has not made compromises to make this impossibly thin laptop work. Up top, you've got a 14-inch OLED panel, 16:10 aspect ratio, so you can see a lot more of your work as you get it done. And on the bottom, you've got a full-size keyboard with plenty of key depth, so it has a nice tactile feel to it. And you see a generously sized trackpad that comes with all of the Edge smart gesture controls. Looking a bit deeper inside, and as I said at the top, Snapdragon is taking over the party here. And new for 2025, you have Snapdragon X, which is the base level chipset that is chasing that lowest possible price that you can pay to get into the AI laptop space. Pretty cool. And even better, if you do go with the Snapdragon X Elite, that super lightweight construction and everything doesn't get in the way of getting all of the heat from that chip out. So the dual fan system means that you can run it full speed 45 watts TDP, meaning that you can get the maximum power out of it, which I don't know if you've seen the benchmarks. It's gonna make Apple a little bit nervous with their MacBook Air. Ports-wise, you've got USB-A, USB-C, HDMI, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Pretty respectable amount of ports. Obviously you can ask for more, but it's pretty skinny. It turns out it's now newsworthy to say that a laptop comes with a headphone jack. And then top it all off with Wi-Fi 7, Dolby Atmos tuned sound, a 1080p webcam with Windows Hello built into it, and a 70 watt-hour battery, which Asus promises you can get over 29 hours of video playback on. I think I'll save that for the testing to see whether that's true or not. But either way, this is all building up to be a pretty stellar laptop. A solid notebook that is a cinch to carry around with you at all times, and available at a variety of prices too. To whip through the rest of the Zenbooks, you're seeing a couple of them get some spec bumps. Anything that was released over the past couple of months or so is not being touched. What is getting a welcome upgrade is the Zenbook Duo is taking the jump up to Intel Core Ultra 200 series. That should hopefully help with the battery life problems, because I do miss that dual screen laptop. Meanwhile, moving our way over to the cheaper end, the VivoBooks is getting a bit of a rethink in terms of what you can get with it. So now you've got two lineups. You've got the VivoBook S, which is their slightly more pricier models, let's call it the mid-range, that has a lot of the specs that you'd see in the Zenbook, just without the build quality. And then you've got the VivoBook. Also sports pretty respectable specs, but just comes in like cheaper materials and then comes in at cheaper prices. So for example, the VivoBook S14 and S16 are sticking with the AMD Ryzen AI 300 series chips. They're so confusing. And then the Intel Core Ultra 200 series CPUs as well, alongside the OLED version and an IPS display too. Just for the laugh, they're gonna make an 18-inch version as well. As for what could possibly be my favorite budget laptop of the year, provided Asus play their cards right, the standard VivoBook 14 comes with the Snapdragon X chipset. It's a little bit chunkier in the hand, a little bit heavier, and you can tell it's made from plastic, but if it has all of that Copilot Plus PC goodness in it, This could be a pretty great low-cost option to get into the world of AI PCs. And Asus really wants to take a lead on it, and they have a lot going on. So what do you think? Do you see yourself pretty interested in a Zenbook A14? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see so much more, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And of course, keep it locked on to tomsguide.com for all of your latest coverage and the Zenbook A14 review when we've given it some proper testing. I've been the All Free English Jason England, and I'll talk to you soon.